Hello guys, you're welcome once again on the Betong Media platform, a place where we talk about business, networking, entrepreneurship, cryptocurrency. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you on how you can survive in Finland or live happily in Finland as an immigrant. Finland is a tough country if say you don't know how to navigate yourself in the ecosystem. You say you don't know where to go and when to go and get the things you need to get done. Now, those of you who want to come here as students, you want to come here for your spouse, you live in Germany, Africa, America, Asia, wherever you find yourself and you want to come to Finland, then this video is for you. And if you are already in Finland and you are struggling on how to navigate the ecosystem, this video still is for you. And if you are on this platform for the first time, please consider subscribing and hit the bell button so that each time I come up with a new video, you'll be among the first to get. Now let's dive into what we have for today. You living in Finland happily as an immigrant. Now, the Finnish ecosystem is funny. Right, it's funny if you don't understand how to go about things here in this country. You might become so frustrated and at one point depressed, and you say, "Oh, I'm leaving this country. I'm going out," And at one point, you find yourself still living here and becoming more and more and more frustrated. And in today's video, I want to, guide you. I want to mentor you. I want to coach you on how you can survive here. Doing these things that I'm going to mention here. The first thing you need to understand is networking. How to network. Networking is the key aspect of succeeding in Finland. If you understand how to connect with people, how to interact with people, how to put yourself out there and tell people who you are, what you do, and what you expect for your life in Finland. Right now, when I talk about networking, I don't mean you should go around everywhere you see someone you talk to. No, of course you can do that. But what I do mean is, when you come to Finland, notice, ask yourself, what are the opportunities that are available for me in this country as a student? If I finish studies, what can I do? Are there any possibilities for me to get a job in my field? If say yes, how can I go about getting this job? Or who can I connect with to help me get this job? Do you want to start a business? Ask yourself, what are the different business models or businesses here in Finland or in the city where you live in? What kind of business works and what doesn't work? Ask yourself, if I do this business or I'll be here as an entrepreneur, am I gonna be able to survive, to succeed in this ecosystem or in this country doing this? Once you understand every aspect of the community or the country, you'll be able to make a decision on where to go next. Now, when you are studying, once you must have gotten all this figured out, okay, I want to study international business, I want to study chemistry, I want to study history, I want to study geography, I want to study international relations, I want to study nursing, I want to study this, that. Once you have figured out all what you want to do, in terms of the studies part, ask yourself, who are the people I'm going to connect with that will help me get a job after I'm done with my studies? For those of you who want to start a business and you are studying, your mindset is more of having a business of your own. It's not about jobs, right? You want to become entrepreneurs. What you should ask yourself is the same question I mentioned earlier. What kind of business you can do? And who are those who can help you, give you ideas on businesses here in Finland, how to go about, the ecosystem, what are the challenges of businesses in the community, those who survive, how they did it, and more to that, you get to connect with every player or every organization that provide services to help people who want to start a business, and they will guide you on, business plan, where you can go to, connect with the people who can help you in sales, marketing, where you can get partners, co-founders. It's a lot of different infos where you can get investors, where you can get loan, where you can get funding. So much that you need to know if say you want to start a business here in Finland. Now, the challenge that most people have is that they don't have enough knowledge on how to go about or navigate the ecosystem to target exactly what they need, to help them achieve their goal in Finland. What you ought to do is look for events in the field that you are interested in. Now, when you interact more with startup events or other events that are happening in the ecosystem, you'll be exposed to companies who come there. They're either there as sponsors, they're either there to maybe look for potential partners to work with. You can network with these companies and get to know what they are all about, what kind of challenges they are facing, and to see if you can create a team to build solutions for those challenges, right? And also you can find a startup there who can employ you, based on your skills or based on what you're doing. So there's a lot you can get when you make yourself available to the ecosystem, or you can volunteer for different events and gain experience, interact with people. There's a lot you can learn once you go out there to network, with companies. There are also different programs that are organized by the city. Like in Tampere, we have the city of Tampere organize different programs that you can go there, get information. We have International House Tampere, which was opened recently. We have Platform 6, we have Tribe Tampere, where you can go to, network. Platform 6 also, you can go and connect with other companies out there. You can go there. There's a space there where you can work, free Wi-Fi, free coffee. You should be happy. You can even join the community of Platform 6 and also Tribe Tampere to become part of the ecosystem. There's a lot you can be part of. For those of you who are in Helsinki or other places in Finland, the same thing applies to the city, like to that environment. You can go to the city council or the city in general, get to know what ecosystem are there in the city, how you can go about navigating the ecosystem. What are the players there, those who are internationals who have businesses there, connect with them, how they survive. If say they have events coming up, networking event, how can you be part of it? So you put yourself out there to connect with these people, and this will help you to survive in Finland. Another thing you need to take into consideration is the language. I know most people will tell you the language is the most important thing in Finland, and without the language you cannot survive. No, the language is not the most important thing in Finland. And the most important thing in Finland is to know how to network properly. You can know the language and you don't know how to network, and you will not get a job. It's required, yes, but networking is the most important to me. That's what I think. And I've seen people who know the language but they still don't get a job or cannot still survive because they don't network. So networking, the language, then I can say they are the most important thing you need to know in Finland. Alright? Now, the language might be tricky. When you want to come here as an immigrant, or you are here as an immigrant or international, what you should understand is how to learn the language sustainably. When I mean sustainably, doesn't mean that you go to a school of 6 months, 1 year, and okay, now I'm done learning the language. No, the language is a consistent or continuous learning process that you need to apply every day. If say you don't, you forget. So communication is an important aspect of this language, and most of you face difficulties in the language not because it's really difficult, it's because the language is not communicated by most people around you. So you find difficulties to retain most of the words you learn at school or you learn on your own. If say you want to bypass this, make sure you surround yourself with people mostly, maybe twice a week or 3 times a week, that you can speak for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, only finish 3 days per week is reasonable, or maybe 2 if say you want, but always make sure you speak the language every week, to avoid losing most of the words you learn. So this will help you. And don't think having the language is going to be a criteria for you to have a job. Most people get the language because they want to get the Finnish citizenship. That's the only reason why majority of people want to learn the language. Apart from that, they won't learn the language, and most of them they cannot even speak the language after getting the passport or becoming a Finnish citizen. So this you need to understand. If you want to have a life in Finland, you want to, depending on which industry you find yourself, and you have a family here where you want to interact with different organizations or institutions, you need to make sure you understand at least the basics, or maybe in the intermediary parts where you can really speak to an extent, not everything, because you cannot really speak Finnish. No matter how hard you learn, you will never speak Finnish properly or perfectly like a Finn. And at times, most Finns cannot even speak their own language, right? It's just like most people who speak English cannot speak really good English or grammar. So it's different. They cannot speak their language. It doesn't mean that they don't speak Finnish, but the Finnish they speak is not like grammar, right? Make friends. Make friends. It's part of networking. Connect with people. Talk with people. Create a network where you have support system. People who are able to connect with you, support you, call you, check on you. If not, you find yourself being so depressed here in Finland. And don't feel that if you connect with a Finn on the street or somewhere, they might look at you as if you're crazy. They will just be surprised that you connect with them, and they're curious to know why. So always make sure you have reasons why you want to connect with someone with a Finn, because they are not like that social when it comes to just start communicating with you without knowing you. So it takes time for them to did I say they are not social? Now, Finns are social, but it takes time for them to open up. Yeah, that's the right word. It takes time for them to open up. So when you connect with a Finn, it will be difficult for them to just open up like that. So you need to do the talking a lot. You need to create opportunities to talk and look for something that you guys can get in common, so that you can keep the conversation going, and boom, you might make a friend that can help you to translate some documents, or help you if you need help, or become your language companion, right? So there's a lot you need to know when it comes to this. And I think I've come to the end of this video. So if you think the content was helpful to you, do consider smashing the like button and the subscribe button, so that each time I come up with a new video, you will be among the first to get. And if you want me to mentor you, to coach you, to help you succeed in Finland, then reach out to me, and I'm going to connect with you to help you, to guide you on how you can get started. My socials are on the video, so you can connect with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, right? So make sure you do that. Until then, I wish you the best.